guys, Hypernova56 here with another Splatoon analysis. Today we're going to be talking about the N-zap. Most if not all the details I'm going to be discussing, we're going to be including all variants of the N-zap, so let's get straight into it. Starting things off, let's go over the damage. The N-zap is a bit of a low damage weapon, dealing 28 up close with no damage modifiers while dropping up to about 22 damage at its maximum distance. What this means is that the N-zap takes out the opponent in 4 shots up close and 5 at its maximum distance, or about 4 to 5 shots. Thankfully, to make up for that low damage, the fire rate of the N-zap is high. In fact, it's one of the highest in the game, making it a very good weapon for beginners with little difficulty in aiming. Also, the spray of this weapon is good, matching that of the splatter shot and 52 Gao respectively. Combined with a high rate of fire makes an excellent turf spray weapon. However, its solid spray with its relatively low damage is a double-edged sword, as not all the shots you are going to be firing are going to be going dead center. This unfortunately gives the N-zap a very slow time to kill, even at its preferred ranges. Thankfully, the mobility of this weapon is pretty high, so you can afford to get up close as you need to get the kill, and if positioned right, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Unfortunately, to make matters a bit worse, the N-zapper also unfortunately lacks a reliable way to attack foes past its low range, as both its equipment and specials are mostly tailored for supporting teammates and close quarters combat. Factoring all of its strengths and weaknesses, the N-zap can perform two functions very well: as an all-out attacker in close quarters combat, or as backup or support for weapons that have better tools for killing troublesome opponents. Having nothing to help it outside of its close quarter combat range, it needs good teammates and a well-rounded team to make the N-zapper perform at its maximum potential for supporting or offensive roles. Teammates that appreciate the N-zap's turf spraying abilities and offensive support are typically ranged weapons who struggle to paint their own turf to get to optimal positions. They in turn back up the N-zapper if things get a little too hairy for it. As for perks that the N-zapper likes, that depends on your role for the team, but the mandatory things you will be needing are ink resistance and about 1 to 2 primary run speeds. The rest should be suited to what role you will be playing. As an offensive support, the N-zapper should have damage maxed out as its top priority, as if even if the opponent is slightly weakened or steps into enemy ink for even just a millisecond, you will nab them in a 3-shot kill. The exception to this rule is if they have 3 primary defense stacked on top of ink resistance. They would have to have a little bit more prior damage or just step into the enemy ink for just a smidge longer, but the difference is minimal. If you're going for support, replace the damage for special charge up, special saver, and quick respawn. This will give the N-zapper as much special charge up to be able to get the echolocators and ink strikes it needs for its team. The special savers, because you're going to be dying a lot for this weapon, help save those specials for later, and the quick respawn will help you get to the battle as quickly as possible for your teammates. Performance-wise, again, and this is a bit of opinionated section, performance-wise, the N-zapper excels most of the time in Turf War and Rainmaker the most, while the N-zapper 89, unlike the N-zapper 85, excels a bit more in Turf War and Splat Zone. However, they both really seem to despise tower control, and I would highly advise against it taking it into a game of one. If you're looking for a weapon that is tailored to close quarters combat, easy to pick them and play, or if you want an offensive or supporting weapon, the N-zapper may be just what you're looking for. If you're not looking for a weapon that requires range support from its teammates, has a slow time to kill, is not too easy to fit on a team, and requires an above average player to master this weapon, the N-zapper might not be an optimal choice for you. Well guys, that's all I have for today's video. Just like before, if I make any mistakes or if you guys feel I could improve in a certain area, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, share it to any of your buddies that you may have that want to learn something about the N-zap, or new fans or veterans alike. Just so you know, for building sets for any weapons, 3 secondary abilities usually equal into about 1 primary ability, and I will be leaving a link in the description below on all my analysis videos showcasing their abilities and the effects. But until then guys, I'll catch you guys in the next week or in the next video, so take care. Have a good one.